This is a message for the faithful, holy light workers that are out there doing the good deeds, taking action in spiritual warfare in God's name and holy light. After spending time with the Holy Spirit for a message, God has revealed something that we all need to take into account, that some of us are struggling with. And the message is that, and this is for some of you who this really speaks to. It may not be for everyone, but some of you I know for a fact deal with this because I've dealt with this and deal with this at times as well. And the message is that for those of you on your purpose, sometimes it can be lonely. Not lonely in the sense that you're alone, you have nobody there, no friends, no family. It's a loneliness of everyone around you has given their life to the worldly. They have given their lives to all things of the world and only see their future of things of the world. And all the things that God has called us to pursue of the heavenly that He has promised for us aren't the same things that are on the minds of those who have accepted only of the worldly. You accept of the heavenly gifts that God has for you. Not because, oh God, I want this in heaven, I want that in heaven. No. It's more about your relationship with God, your faith in God. Your work with God is proof of that relationship, that love for God. And in that, there is so much more for you in heaven. Not because you're asking for it, but because God is going to provide that for you because of your faith and relationship. And sometimes that can be lonely. It can be lonely having a renewed spiritual mind with spiritual knowledge and wisdom. And when you're ascended and God has renewed your mind and the Holy Spirit, from your just having faith and God bringing blessings and miracles into your life, all of that changes you as a soul, and through the soul it changes the mind. And through that you have a different outlook on the world, and you can see outside the worldly. Sometimes that can be lonely. Sometimes that can be difficult to deal with. Sometimes the communication can be rough because you're thinking one way going in a different direction. Everyone's thinking different ways going several other directions, but in the same place, in the worldly. So even though that's going on, just know this. There are more like-minded individuals like you that do exist. They're just harder to come across. Because the enemy doesn't want us to be true in God's light. The enemy influences the worldly to make the worldly desirable, and that is the distraction from being closer to God. You're not alone in this. There are many other light workers out there doing things out of true faith for God and humanity that really want to help. So all I ask of you is just to pray. Pray to God for other like-minded individuals, for other individuals who are truly in God's light, they're true in their faith, that are out there taking action, that are in the midst of spiritual warfare, helping others. Just pray for people like that to come into your life, because it will happen. I've done it. And this year, I've been meeting a lot of new people that I didn't even believe existed. You know, and there are times where we sit in our own craft of what we've cultivated to do and how we come to do our work. And sometimes it can be difficult coming across people who do things a little bit different. And sometimes it could be we come across people who are just not aligned the same way, but are similar. But deep down, you know, looking for someone who really understands you. And I'm telling you that does exist. And I'm telling you, just pray for it. And maybe you have been praying for it. But this is the message that I'm getting. For some of you, just pray for it, because God will bring those people into your life and take action in that direction. Meet new people. Create events. Join events. Put yourself out there in a way that you're comfortable and in the way that you feel guided by the Holy Spirit. You know, maybe speak about certain things a bit more often than usual. Maybe it'll attract. Maybe your message, your word will attract the right people to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I've experienced that too. Or, yeah, I never really been open about this stuff. I didn't think other people were like that or were around. You never know. You just kind of go about doing things that you feel called to. And just trust God. Stay connected to the Holy Spirit. Trust the Holy Spirit. It is with you. It is the guiding light within your soul that you were birthed with from the creation of your soul. Stay in that relationship with God. And so many things are going to be coming for you. You know? Sometimes it can be hard for us light workers. You know, sometimes you come across some really dangerous things. And it can be difficult coming across other like-minded people who have that mental strength to handle those dark things. Not everybody's built for that, or not everybody works in that direction to be ready for that. But some of you are. And there's others of you like that. You know, the enemy doesn't want people like us to come together, because if people like us come together, it's going to be a problem for them. So just listen, pray. I feel that as in the world, for humanity, for us light workers, we are in a season that something big is coming for all of us. And we're coming together. God has a plan. I don't know what God's plan is. But I know for a fact God has a plan. And things are moving in directions where I don't even understand. You know, I feel called to come out here and start making these videos and start bringing out a message. And this is something I've never even thought I would do something like that. But you know what? God has a way of working things out. And I have 100% faith that this message is meant to reach who it's meant to reach. So listen. You know, I pray that God takes care of you. And God bless.